I don't break the camera?
You know?
Yeah. Okay, well now, like you only find this out when, of course, you find this out, right? The guy is probably as smart, I don't know, as an enema gone wrong.
In bleach because all the discoloring and the peeling and the rust kind of have to do that. Watch. Hey all, welcome to the channel, Fedora Social Experiment. For those of you who are new here, we do video experiments with live streams, comedy, and story time. It's a Mad Hatter's journey. Why not hop along for the ride, and please consider subscribing if you haven't done so already. I want to thank everyone again for your generosity as of late with recent donations to my PayPal and my Gofundme, and to those who shared it. Thanks to you, I now have an attorney to help me sort through this landlord mess. Anyways, if you are interested in checking either out, both links are in the description box below. Last week, over at my main channel, Straight Talkin' Fedora Chick, I uploaded a video tour of my ceiling and walls. Linked in pinned comment below if you are interested. Today, I am going to replay a segment of a live stream I did on September 12th, 2019, nearly 2 years ago, where my ex-partner, who lived with me here in this apartment until our amicable separation in 2016. In that stream, we spent telling our weird stories about the landlord I am currently up against. In that stream, of course, you will notice it was pretty lighthearted with a lot of humor, but true stories nonetheless. Why? Because I learned many years ago, when you're in a jam or tight spot, sometimes to make life easier, we should at least try to see the humor in every situation. The 15-minute segment is edited for this video. The whole original stream will be linked in the pinned comment below as well. My ex, Sheldon, who you will see in that edited clip, also happens to be the voice behind B.A.F. Ucker the panda, a character featured in only 2 videos, but he will be back very often on this channel. And the videos in question will be pinned in the pinned comment below as well, if you're interested. Anyways, thanks for now. Thanks, everybody. That's it for now. And now on to the stream. Just to let you know that, once again, this is edited, but the full stream is linked below in the pinned comment.
Yeah, exactly. Well, before you jumped on, I was talking about our landlord who shall remain nameless.
Oh, the one that has the toupee that's marked made in North Korea, that one. Gotcha. Okay.
And yeah.
Who asked me to set him up with a girl.
Yeah, that's true.
So I just wanted to make, okay, people.
Well, tell that story, Shell. Tell them how our landlord, don't give his name.
Okay, this is not Plenty of Fish. This is not Match.com. This is not the Facebook dating service. This is the landlord who shall remain nameless, who has pictures in the apartment building where CK lives that basically you would see this when you go into a funeral home. You would kind of see pictures, and then you're wondering, what is this man really thinking? And then he pulls me over to the side, and I said to myself, I know I paid the rent on time when I was living with you. And he asked me to fix him up, and I kind of gave this look of total astonishment to CK. And it almost made me lose half my hair, which almost prompted me to wear the same type of fedora that you're wearing presently right now. Yeah, it was not pretty. It really was not pretty. And this guy had a toupee that I'm telling you, he just forgot to put it in the wrong direction. You know where it's marked, certain things are marked, like the compass, north, south, east, and west. This guy had it on east, okay? You knew right away. And I looked at him and I'm going, how do I go on these websites and tell the potential women that might be interested in him to say in 2 words or 3 words, I'm sorry. How do I do that? I shouldn't make you laugh when you're drinking something. Okay.
Give me. No, I swallowed it. I'm good.
Okay. All right. So how do I say to the women out there saying, please don't go out with this guy. This guy can't even put on his toupee in the right direction. And then I see the label sticking out of the back part of the toupee. Made, you know, I don't know, made in Bangladesh or made in one of those, you know, one of those countries. And I'm wondering, and he wants me to set him up. And I just said to myself,
You remember he also had
What?
braces when we first moved here. He had a retain. No, not braces. He had a retainer.
yeah, he had a retain. Yeah, and apparently I had to wear sunglasses because it reflected. It kept going in my eyes. So now I have sunglasses. I have glasses, prescription. You know, I have the automated glasses. As soon as the daylight hits it, it turns dark. You know.
Yeah, that's right. You do. You have those sunglasses that go from.
Yeah, I know. And apparently also I've now instructed you to have extra Kleenex when I come to your place in case I see the landlord, because I'll
Right.
probably wind up crying a lot.
Yes. And what do you think of the artwork? And you know, 'cause I know when guests would come here, you know that the first thing they would shake their heads looking at the artwork.
Yeah.
That the landlord put up, you know, because he thought it would make the building look classy.
Oh, he made the building look, but not classy. He made it was very. I think he wanted to know why there was a decrease in tenants. Either some tenants basically just decided to cancel their lease and move out, and basically I don't know what was more accommodating, the rodents or the paintings. No, I'm kidding about the rodents. You don't have
Never,
rodents.
or at least
But,
well,
no.
not in the top floor.
Now I don't know if he has rodents inside that toupee. I don't know, but it was just a strange. And you know, one time he came into the building, and I think the wind took the toupee and it blew it like to the side.
Well, that's what we have to do. You remember, because we don't understand what he's saying, whether he's speaking French or English. We don't understand what he's saying. So the trick is, and it was one of the neighbors that told me, the trick is you just nod and pretend to understand.
Yeah, except one thing. When he asked me to fix him up with a woman, I kept going. You know, it could drive any person, no matter if it's a man or a woman, to drink. And yes, people that are in the United States that are listening or watching the video right now and scratching their heads by this whole thing, I kid you not, this guy is a cut above.
Oh yeah. I was asking the question earlier that I asked you before in several of our conversations. So maybe you can talk and give your thoughts to our audience here.
Mm-hmm.
Is that whole deer in the headlights naive thing real, or is that all an act?
No, this is a man that doesn't, you know, when you say deer in the headlights, that's too much of a compliment for him. He hasn't put on the light yet. He hasn't put on the switch yet. You know, the guy is probably as smart, I don't know, as an enema gone wrong.
Ooh.
And I kid you not. I mean,
I was just also saying, you know, because our janitor is leaving this weekend. You know,
Yeah.
this was this last week. He told me.
yeah, the landlord reminds me of a Westinghouse light bulb that has gone seriously wrong.
Yeah, our janitor was great though. He was great. He's gonna be missed here. He was.
Yeah, I liked him. He used to joke around about the landlord all the time.
Yeah, he did. We're gonna
Yeah.
miss that.
And as a matter of fact, I'll give you people a really good, accurate account of this guy. Okay.
All right.
Like I said, he's not the brightest tool in the shed. Okay, he's not the brightest light bulb on Westinghouse, or whatever the case is. But you know, here's a guy. I'm sure you could remember this story.
Yeah.
When the roof on your floor went, and I was sick. I was sick like a dog. You just came back, I think, from Toronto.
Yeah, to helping deal with my father.
Or either that, or you were going to Toronto. I forget if you were coming.
I came back because my father had passed away, and I had to go help my mother settle his final affairs.
And when you got home, I got sick, and I went to lie down, and you went to get to the pharmacy to get me some medication, and I was like sick. Like I don't remember if it was pneumonia. I don't remember what the heck it was, but I obviously was really not feeling well.
You were
And you went to the pharmacy, and when you came back, I heard this loud pitching scream of yours, understandably so. When I found out when I got into the living room, it was basically like Niagara Falls.
Yeah, the ceiling had caved in when I got home from the pharmacy, and I was gone maybe a half hour, no more
Yeah.
than that, you know, because the pharmacy is like really nearby. It's just up the hill, right?
Right. And
It's
I
like
was
a 5-minute walk.
sleeping, and you came back and you ushered me downstairs, and I could barely walk because I was
And
like,
I have to help you get dressed.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the bathrobe. We're gonna put the coat on over the
So-
bathroom. I'm helping you down the stairs.
So
And
the thing was, the landlord happened to have been in Vietnam. Good timing, folks.
no, he was about to leave for Vietnam.
or he was about to leave for Vietnam to see his mom.
Yeah.
And the janitor we tried to get in touch with the janitor, and he tried to get in touch with the landlord. And it was almost like a Band-Aid solution. The janitor, the poor guy, had to go on top of the roof, had to take a candle or some kind of a torch to melt the ice. And I remember, and it was slippery like anything because it was after a freezing rainstorm, and then it was like thawing and melting and thawing and melting and stuff. And he goes onto the roof. A poor guy. I felt so bad. And it's like Vin is like, the landlord said, "I'm going to Vietnam." So he goes to, it's like he takes off, and it's like, it's almost like a Band-Aid effect. I almost felt like saying to the janitor, the landlord wants you, pick up some Band-Aids at your nearest pharmacy and start putting them on the roof.
That's pretty much how it works, you know.
Yeah, it was a Band-Aid solution because we had, I think it was a year or 2 years later, correct me if I'm wrong,
Mhm.
it wasn't the same magnitude of the leak, but it started leaking a little bit.
Yeah,
Now we were lucky with your computer, but the extension cord with the power bar got destroyed.
Right.
But the computer thankfully was okay, and it was a Mac. You have a Mac, which was very expensive,
Mhm.
and it was a miracle that it literally missed the computer by literally inches. And I remember that, but it was like, I remember saying to the janitor, I said, the landlord basically just go and get Band-Aid shear strips from your local pharmacy and just put it onto the roof to alleviate the thing. But of course, the next year, the same, because he only fixed one problem on the roof. He didn't fix the entire roof, heaven forbid.
Yeah,
you know?
super.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
Band-Aid
Yeah, so basically, it's your local Johnson and Johnson people, you know. And I'm not getting paid to do this commercial, but it's basically, you know, your Band-Aid shear strips of, you know. He is stuck on Band-Aid, but Band-Aid apparently was stuck on him.
And here was the bad thing, because the flooding was so bad, and it was like, it covered such a wide span of the living room. Like, I got all the buckets, but didn't cover, so I ended up getting the huge golf umbrella, put it upside down on the floor. Yeah, you remember that big?
Yeah.
It was like a huge golf umbrella.
It's basically your episode of the Three Stooges gone wrong.
Yeah, it is. Basically.
Like, I mean, I don't know. I just never understood with this guy. I'm telling you, and then he wanted me to, you know, fix him up with a girl. And basically, I should have fixed him up with a plumber. Is what I should have done.
What?
I should have fixed him up with a plumber. I should have said, any women out there in the plumbing business? I'm telling you, it was really. Anyway, I don't.
Sinks. Dissolving the sinks after I soak them in bleach because all the discoloring and the peeling and the rust kind of have to do that. Watch. I pulled the plug out of this one, and watch what happens here and all that black stuff coming back up.